talk. Okay, it's in the evening, and I'm settling down. I usually read, but I was like, let me make a video about all the books I read this year. So right now it is December 12th, and I read 51 books this year. So I'll go over them, whether they're good or bad, whether I want you to read them or not, everything. So starting with the first book I read in February, The Vanishing Half. It is about two identical sisters going through life separately. One is living as she's a black woman, one's living as a white woman. Read it. Yeah, it's good. Oh, it's by Britt Bennett, also the author. And then next book I read was It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. I'm pretty sure y'all all heard of this. It's all over TikTok. If you follow Book Talk or Black Book Talk, it's on there. But I believe this is a really good book. It's not as good as hyped up as TikTok made it, but it's a good storyline. Basically, it's a girl who's working in life for what she wants. She's living in a small town. She graduates, moves to Boston, starts her career. In the meantime, she finds love. Yeah. So, yeah, y'all see. Read it. My next book, I believe I started reading it in March, is Ace of Spades. Y'all, it's a good book. I think it's a YA. It's a YA thriller. I think so. Yeah, young adult fiction. Sorry, but it's really good. It's about two students going basically to college, but they're valedictorians, and something's happening. So yeah, I don't want to say y'all, but yeah, it's a good book. Y'all should read it. But somebody began sending anonymous texts to several people in at the school, and yeah, it gets juicy. It's good. Yeah, read it. The next book I read was The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Good book. I wouldn't say I loved it, but it's a good book. Basically, you're kind of learning about a woman who has 7 husbands and all the drama between all of them and just her life, period. But yeah, it's a lot that goes on in the book. It's a lot. Some stuff is exciting, some stuff is not. I think they could have took out the middle part of the book, but y'all gotta read for yourselves. So it's The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. The next book to finish off February, I read Legend Born. I loved it. I'm not really into fantasy, but yes, you'll see. After that, I read this book, I started reading fantasy books. I don't ever like fantasy, ever. But this year, I read a lot of fantasy just because of this book. So basically, it's called Legend Born. It's by Tracy Gion. Basically, this girl's growing up, and she starts going kind of to college, and she discovers she has these powers, and she becomes part of a secret society, and it's a lot of mystery, drama in between that, and her finding her way in life. But yeah, I liked it. Okay, now we're in March. Okay, I read The Perfect Marriage by Geneva Rose. Y'all, Geneva Rose became one of my go-to artists. I'm not artists. My go-to authors. This book is really good. I was like, ooh, okay, I like what you did there. This is my first her book. I really liked it. So you see how life goes on between husband and wife, and they're going back and forth, his, her. But yes, it gets juicy, twisty. It's deep. Definitely a go-to read. I will reread it just because I liked it so much. 7 Days in June. Now, if y'all haven't heard this, I don't know where y'all been. I don't know. But basically, everybody on TikTok, everybody on Instagram is talking about this book. And it's good. I feel like they put a little bit more on it than what it is. But anyways, this is a good book, though. Basically, these two people, they re-meet unexpectedly. They already have a past that was limited. So basically, they fell in love, then went to separate ways, and then unexpectedly saw each other again. And they have 7 days in June to figure out whether they don't talk to each other, be with each other, be friends. But it's good. It's good. Welcome to April. Okay, so I read Black Girls Must Die Exhausted. And I loved it. People be like judging like 3 to 4 stars or whatever, but I liked it. I read straight through it. I think I finished it in a day. It was bomb for me. Basically, it's about a Black woman dealing with the struggles of life, like everything that we go through, marriage, just trying to figure out what we're gonna be in life, who we gonna love, our career. Just being a Black woman, we deal with a whole lot of stuff every day. And yeah, that's what it's about. So literally it says Black Girls Must Die Exhausted. But yes. But it's written by Jane Allen. And it's a series book. But I'm going to get to the rest of them later. Because you already know I have to keep on reading. I had to. Next book, Yellow Wife. Let me tell y'all. I usually don't like history books. Like books like written about, like slavery or anything else. Like in the further back part of history. Now, mind you, even though I don't like those kind of books, I love history. But I don't like to read about history from a person our age or older than us that has not lived that life. I didn't like it. I don't know why. But I like this one. So this one is written by Sadika Johnson. I think I said it wrong. But Sadika Johnson. And she did a good job. Yes, a bomb job. Basically about a girl who was promised her freedom on her 18th birthday. Her 18th birthday came around, and she wasn't free. And when it comes around, she's hoping to find her true love, break free, just out of slavery. Like she is thrown in jail. It's a lot of stuff happened, but this book is written really, really, really nicely. Yes. Definitely go read it. This next book, Open Water. We're saying April, mind you. I just read a lot of books in April. Open Water. Now, I wanted to love it, but I got it on Audible. And I should have previewed it on Audible before I bought it. Because so it's written from a Black British person. And the voice in Audible, I couldn't understand at all times. Like I would like to have read it because I couldn't understand some of her phrases or some of his phrases. I'm sorry, but yes, definitely a good book. I wish I read it because I have to re going over chapters just so I can make sure I understand and hear everything they're saying. And yes, good book. Yeah. I just wish I had freaking bought the book instead of getting Audible. But anyways, here's here and right there. It's a good book. Make sure I read it. Okay? It's written by Caleb Nelson. Okay? It's a Black man. Okay? Read it. Okay, my next book, don't laugh at me, is Secrets of a Side Bitch. 1 and 2. Okay? I think it goes to like 5, but let me see. I think it goes to 5. But I have to go at least at the first one. I have to go to the second one because the first one it like what, and basically that name is what the book is about. Okay, it's this girl. She is side piece, and this man he married, and she makes the man leave his wife. Well, not leave his. Well, y'all see, and then he get with her. Then I have to read the rest on the second part, and then now she unhappy. Like what? And she got more secrets. So, yeah, she a snake. But it's a good book. By Jessica N. Watson. It's really, real fast, too. I think I finished the first one, and it's a few hours. And then the second one, I think I finished it in a day. But, yeah. Please go read it. Especially if you want to laugh. You want to say about all that messy drama. You going through a period that needs something to, have emotion but laugh. Good book. Go get it. Okay, this next book, I know y'all heard of it. It's Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan. Y'all, it's a bomb book. Hands down bomb book. Basically, it's about a male and female that used to be married, had children, now are trying to live their life separately, but get entangled with being together, not being together, raising kids, co-parenting, like, you know, just a riff and runs life. But yeah, but she said, before I let go, might test the waters. Can't have nobody else taking care of my man. Yeah, please go read it. Oh yeah, her number, the second one comes out next year. So definitely read this one before you get to her next one, because I think it could go together. But we'll see. Okay, now y'all, this next book I loved. It's called Restore Me by J.L. Seegers. Y'all, like when I say I loved it, I was afraid to read part 2, because usually when I read the first, if I love the first one, if I love the first one, I sometimes do not like the second one, because like it keeps going, and the artist, like the author adds like something new or writes it differently, or you just can't beat number 1. That's my issue. But yes. So Restore Me does have a part 2. So I just wanted to make sure, like, you know, I read both of them. But yeah, number 1 is Bomb. It's about well, I mean, I shouldn't tell you what it's about. Basically, these people falling in love, and the girl's been hurt before, and he is going to restore her. Restore Me. Please read. Please read. Okay, this next book, let me tell you. Okay, so you know how I've been saying like these loving stories and stuff like that. I really like this one because I'm a mystery thriller kind of person, like crime, like, you know, that's my thing. So, Hunting Adeline, the Cat and Mouse Part 1 series. Okay. I don't know why I do this, but yes, Part 1 series. It's by H.G. Carlton. Y'all, it's deep. There's some things also in this book. It's like trigger warnings that they want you to be aware of. But if you make it past the first chapter, because that's what trigger warnings are at, you'll be fine. You'll love this book. But yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Basically, like, this man falls in love with this girl, kidnaps her, has her to himself. He hunted her, like haunting Adeline. Like, he was basically like haunting her. Sorry. But yeah, she falls in love with him, but he's still like this black mystery guy. Like, you know, it's deep though. And then the second book. Okay, so I love the first book. It ended up crazy, so I'm like, I had to get the second book. And that's the thing that happened. Like, it's called Hunting Adeline, the second book. Haunting Adeline with an A, Haunting. The first book. The second book is Hunting, Hunt. Okay. So anyways, Hunting Adeline. I liked it, but it wasn't as good as the first one. So, like, okay, after he had haunted her, she falls in love, and then she is snatched away, and then he is hunting her because he can't find her. It was a lot, but I feel like the first one was better. Read it, tell me. And also the second one wasn't like so like spicy. The first one was real spicy. The second one was not that spicy. It was weird. But yeah, let me know what you think. It's by H.G. Carlton. I would say I would read the Haunting Adeline again because it was bomb. Let's Be Friends, okay, by Cindy Renee. Okay, y'all, it is drama, full pack with drama, in its entire intensity. Like, you gonna read more drama and more drama on each page, okay? It don't stop, girl. But it's good, okay? So yes, go read that one, and then also read the series. It's Let's Be Friends, and it's Let's Be Friends Again. And there's a third one. What is the third? It's on here. I gotta get to it, but I'm still only April. Yes, I know. Y'all like, what happened? I was reading a lot. I don't know. But let's get down to May. Okay, my next book is not like a novel. It's like a motivational book. It's called Zip It, the Keep It Shut 40-day challenge. It was okay. You know, like maybe somebody telling me to be quiet or not speak my mind was not really that fun to me. But yeah, I did it though. It's 40 days. Just reminding yourself to think before you speak. Basically, it is encouraging though. It made me, you know, remember and address my inner thoughts before they became my outer thoughts. But yes. Now this book, okay, it's allegedly by Tiffany D. Jackson. Let me just tell you, she had me thinking throughout the whole book, did this girl do it? Did this girl not do it? Like who did it? Basically, a white baby, mind you, is written by a Black author. So a white baby died under the care of this girl's mom. And they all blame the daughter. Now, through this thing, the girl says basically she was convicted of allegedly killing the baby. And the whole entire time, I'm trying to figure out, did she do it? Like, did she do it? And there's some signs that say, like, oh, yes, she did do it. Then there's some signs that say, oh, no, the mom did it. Like, it wasn't her. And then, yeah, she has a question all the way into the last page. In the last page, she tells us who did it. Let me tell you, I was so mad, but I was in love with the book. Mm-hmm. So this book, 5 stars, because I have never questioned my life so much while I'm reading this. The Housemaid by Frida McFadden, next book, okay? So it starts off slow, I think. To me, it starts off slow. Basically, I was housemaid trying to get into this house, trying to be a maid, and I couldn't figure out why till it got to the middle of the book. But I would say it's a pretty good read. I don't know if I give it 5 stars, maybe 4, maybe 3.5. But yeah, people do love it. People say 10 out of 10. I got it on Audible, so that might be why. People that get the book version said they like it better. So I'm like, it could be the voices that you hear on Audible that are distracting you or not, so once again, another one, I should have got the book, but I'm planning to read it actually the last week of December because my friends let me read it, the actual book. So I will reread it and see what I think. Okay, the next 2 books are literally like little books. So Coming Home was a good one. Basically about these a girl and I keep on doing that. A girl and a boy meeting up at HBCU homecoming. Yeah. And then they hook up and get back together. It was a cute little story. So Coming Home is by Kennedy Ryan. And then this one is called A Walk in the Park. It is by Rebecca Witherspoon. It's also kind of the same thing, but 2 male and female, they come together because they're both trying to buy the same dog. And so they try to co-parent the dog and end up falling in love. It was really, really cute. Okay, this is called The Incovenant Woman by Stephanie Bloom. Balloons. I don't know. But I didn't really like the book. It was okay. It's basically about a woman thinking that her ex-husband killed their daughter, and her ex-husband moves in with another woman to play stepdaddy, and basically she tries to warn the bride. But yeah, it was okay. Wouldn't read it again, but yes. Okay, y'all want Drama and Messy? Okay, All Her Little Secrets, right? By Wanda Morris. To me personally, it was way too many secrets. Like you want to make sure you're following the book, but she just has so many secrets. I know it says Her Little Secrets, but I'm not. It just, I don't know. Basically, it's a twisted mystery about a Black lawyer who has too many secrets. And then her boss died, and he's trying to figure it all out. But yeah. Yeah, you can read it. I mean, some parts of the book are really good. I just think it was too much to unpack in this one book. Maybe if she had did like a two series, or Not So Many Secrets, I believe it still all came together. Okay, so this is One of Us is Dead by Geneva Rose. Like I said, I enjoy her books. They're really like it's a thriller, but it's also like easy to read, so I like those a lot. Basically, you're trying to figure out which one of the friends is dead, who got killed, and by who. Yeah, so I think if you like The Perfect Marriage, you'll like this one as well. So yeah. And we're back to Tiffany G. Jackson, okay? So she also wrote a book called Monday's Not Coming. Now, y'all, this book, I don't know what exactly to call it, but it's like kind of sad, kind of like trying to figure out a mystery, like what happened to Monday, and basically it's real life, like what's going on in today's world. So basically Monday is missing, and her best friend is trying to piece together what happened to her, because she did not come back from, I think it was summer break, I believe. I think it was a break. But yeah, so her best friend trying to figure out how she disappeared and what happened to her. And yeah, it's sad. It's sad. But it's a good book. It's like 4.7 stars out of 5. I will say that, because I was so juiced to read it. But I was so sad at the end. Next, I read The Black Queen by Jamada Emil. Now, mind y'all, I read this when I was traveling to Greece. It's good. I cannot put this book down. I took it to the beach, restaurants. Like, Mom was like, "Why are you still reading?" Like, because I need to finish this book. But basically, it's about a black homecoming queen in a predominantly white school that has a white prom, black prom, but this year they don't have one that's just all together. And yeah, and so the black queen is a black girl with really, really thick hair, and there's a lot to go on in this book, but basically she is her revenge on everybody. It's a good book. Please go read it. It's by Jamada Emil, The Black Queen. Yeah. Next, I read Revive Me, Part 1 and 2. It's by J.L. Seekers. It's the same person I wrote Restore Me. And it's basically kind of the same thing, but just like a Revive Me. But it's good. A 2-part series. Definitely go read it. You'll definitely enjoy it. It seems they put it at 4.48 stars. Like, yeah. Go read it. A love story, but it's worth it. I love it. Y'all can get tired of me. This book, The Weight of Blood by Tiffany G. Jackson. I told y'all I was going to get tired of me, but it's a good book. Like, come on now. Now, The Weight of Blood is similar to The Black Queen, as it's an interracial prom, and it's her first time having it. Have an interracial prom. So same thing, but I believe that she does it a little better. I don't know. They're both really good. The Weight of Blood, let me know what you think, okay? But it's really good. It talks about racism, and just about being biracial or even African American. Just, living that life. Now, Way in the Water by Nayani Nakrum. Well, I can't say that name, but Way in the Water, let me tell you. It's a really good book. It's deep, too. So, basically, it's about the Freedom Summer murders that happened in Mississippi. The first part of the book is just saying, like, what happened and who did it. And this white family moved to somewhere else. I forgot some of the state, because their dad was the one either that killed them or initiated the killing of them. And the black girl is talking about her time experiencing it from first hand as she lives in Mississippi and what all she's going through, things like that. Then, as they get older, the white woman who actually was the child of the man that killed them, the men, came back to Mississippi to do a what's it called, a thesis on Black people. So she sets herself up in a predominantly Black neighborhood and tries to understand Black people, but having that, she's not really telling them who she is because she just changed her name. She went through hell of trauma. Her daddy killed her husband because he was biracial. It's a lot. But yeah, it's a good book. Definitely a good book. I was not expecting the end, how it ended, but yes, it ended really, really great too. Like some endings be like, what happened? What? But no, this is a good ending. You'll like it. Okay, so my next book I read was Black Girls Must Be Magic. It is part 2 of the Jane Allen series about Black Girls Must. So yes, this one was really good too. Basically about the same woman now in her second stage of her life and what she's going through, coping with her age, whether she wants to have kids, dating, things like that. But yes, it gets good. Like I said, I like the series. Yeah, I read the third book too. That's it, y'all. So yes, the third book is really good. It's her life after she has kids, just figuring out as a mom. But yeah, I like the series. Like it talks about each step of a Black woman and what we go through and what we think about. So definitely go get it. This whole series was really fast, really quick. Now, y'all, I read Ethic 1, 2, and 3. Now, I haven't read 4 and 5, but let me tell y'all, this book, when I say drama, like y'all don't even know drama until you read this book. Like, it's by Ashley Antoinette. Let me tell y'all, it's good. Like, a reason why I haven't read 4 and 5 is because I needed an emotional break. Like, she will have your emotions going up, down, because she likes killing main characters. So the person that she thought was going to be in the book the whole entire time, nope, kill him. Oh, I thought they were important. Nope, kill him. Like, so I definitely like because she always keeps you guessing. Also read Moth to the Flame because Moth to the Flame introduces ethic. So that everybody says read that first, but I read it with the 4th. So I read that book after I read the 3rd book of ethic. I don't know why, but yeah. But that book's good too. Drama. Like Ashley Antoinette, 5 stars. Cause baby, what's going on ahead of yours? Basically, my next book is How It Ends. I don't really, not saying I hated it, but I didn't really like it wasn't like my good read. But it's How It Ends by Rachel Hazel Hall. Hazel Hall. And then basically about a woman who just got a divorce and trying to find her things, and she uncovered some mystery. But yeah, I don't know. It could be written better, I think, or more like pulling me in. But hey, that's me. I'm different. Okay, next book, Delicious Monsters by Liselle Sambury. Okay, good book. Basically, it's about a girl named Daisy. She sees dead people, and her mom inherits this like house, but it's not what she expected. She gets done by her boyfriend, just trying to have a new life, but with her supernatural powers. So her mom also has some secrets. So yeah, but yes, good book. Definitely go read it. Y'all know the next book, I have to go read the second part of it. It Ends With Us. So it's called It Starts With Us. So mind you, the whole time I'm thinking that It Starts With Us is first because like it starts, but it starts with us last. Anyways, really good. It's basically follow the story, but how her and her ex-husband had civil co-parenting, just getting to life, being separated for 2 years, and then all of a sudden healing starts. So y'all see that along the way. But yes, I like It Starts With Us. because at the end, it does. It starts with us. Now, y'all, I would say the second best fantasy book I read this year, A Court of Thorns and Roses. Please go read this. Like, I can't even say hardly none of the names. That's why I did Audible and listened to it. But it's good. So basically, it's about a girl that gets kidnapped, taken to the woods, across lands, and she becomes this man's, like, not slave, but she's enslaved. But he says she can do whatever she wants, and basically he puts a spell on her to make it seem like she's living a lavish life, with only a few people, but really she's living like a horrific, not a horrific life, but horrific things that happen. A lot of things happen that she could not see because he put like a spell on her. But he takes spell off and fall in love with her, everything like that. She sees that it's a whole lot of stuff she has to go through, and then at the end of it, like, she confesses her love for him. Yeah, it's a good book though. And basically Shama's eyes. So that's that book. Mind you, the way that book ended, I had to pick up the second book. So the next book I ended up reading is A Court of Mist and Fury, which is the second book to the series. I think there's like 4 or 5 books, but the second one, like, so basically the girl that fell in love with the man, she now went through trauma and drama, and now she's with him, but then she is taken away to somebody else because during the first book, she promised the guy that if she lived, that she'll do something for him. Like, she'll be with him for like weeks of every month. And so then he comes and takes her away. And then she realizes that in his land, everything that she was told about him wasn't true, and that he is very protective. And then the man that she was with was just like taking advantage of her and using her like he's like a slave. She's in captivity. And then she falls in love with him. But yeah, it's weird because each book in the series is something different. A court is something different. So the first court was of A Court of Thrones and Roses. So that's a different place in the fantasy world. Then she is taken to A Court of Mist and Fury. And then the third book is somewhere else. So I'm like, is she falling in love with all these men in all these different places? Or like, what's happening? But yeah, I haven't read the third one because I'm like, I don't know what's coming, but I'm probably going to read it in 2024. Okay, so the next book is called The Good Daughter by Karen Slaughter. Now, I saw this on TikTok, so I read it. I don't know though, like, I can't really remember what's about. Like, that's how I know, like, I might have just been reading or not paying attention. I have no idea. But basically, it's about a small life town family, and they're torn apart by a terrifying attack in their family home, and left their mother dead. Oh yeah, I remember now. It's okay. Basically, they're living out of the house that her mom got killed in. Their dad was a lawyer. He usually took cases that were like not the ones that you would take cases, and people like always were harassing them or setting things on fire in the house, and so that's how their mother died. And then 28 years later, Charlotte is the woman's daughter, is actually a lawyer herself, and she takes the case. So basically, like, that's what it's about. But it wasn't like woohoo, but it was okay. It was okay because now I remember it. It's pretty good. It wasn't the best, but it was pretty good. And we're back with another Geneva Rose. Okay, You Shouldn't Have Come Here by Geneva Rose. I know you're probably like, if y'all don't start, well, her books are good, and her books I can read like on Audible nightly. So basically, this one is about a girl that comes to like rent the Airbnb for like a weekend or a week, whatever like that. and experiences so much while on there. She thinks that people are trying to kill her. Some secrets come out about the owner. Some secrets come out about the people in the community. And there's no cell phone service. So like the whole time I'm thinking like they gonna kill this woman. There's a woman that's tied up in the barn. That's like she finds. It's so much like it's so much drama, but it's good, y'all. It's good. And then the end gonna blow y'all mind. Yeah, gonna blow your mind. And this is why I keep on coming back to Shanique Farrell, because she gives you a lot and then she swoops in and says, ah! This is what it is at the very end. Bomb. The Girl from the Well. Okay, this is a creepy book. I'm not gonna say it's like not, because it's creepy. So a bloody ghost comes back and hunts people, and also she sees other ghosts. So basically, she sees other ghosts because she's a ghost, and she's trying to free the other ghosts. So she's trying to figure out what happened to them and free them. But a lot of stuff happens, and this boy that's not supposed to see ghosts, he starts to see ghosts. And then there's a girl in the book that sees her, like, and she's like, why can she see me? It's okay. Yes, it's a lot. But yes, it's about trapped souls. It's good. Next book, The Black Kids. Okay. How's this book? Okay, well, I'll show y'all later. But so The Black Kids, I completely did not think that it was about this, but it was basically about a black girl with mostly all white friends, and it's during the time that LAPD officers were found acquitted after beating Rodney King. So she's trying to live her life unbothered. Her sister is trying to protest about everything and bring it to her attention, but she's just not trying to hear it. She is not trying to worry about that. She's trying to worry about school, my friendships, stuff like that. And then her friends spread a big, huge rumor about a fellow black kid. And she's like, what can she do? Because she knows it's going to ruin his life. So basically, yeah, that's what it's about. Oh, yeah. And it's Black Kids by Christina Hammonds Reed. And now I'm coming to my most recent reads, Lakewood. So Lakewood is about this black girl dealing with the death of her grandmother. Her mom is sick, trying to deal with paying the bills, but just got out of college. Well, she's in college, so she has to drop college and start working and trying to figure out what she's going to do. And this opportunity opens up where they say, hey, come to Lakewood, be a part of a something study. What's it called? Hold on one second. It's called basically like a study about her life and stuff like that. But there's other people there. It's like a secret society. Like they have her doing all kinds of things, testing her, giving her different. I don't know if I won't say drugs, but giving her different things, her body to react to them, trying to see what her reaction is. It's a lot, but it's deep. Because she's really willing. It shows you how much you're really willing to do when you don't have nothing. When this is the only thing that's going to make all this money. So I started thinking about like different experimental drugs, things like that people take because they don't have, or they are just willing to try something. That was her, desperate. But yes, it's good. Because y'all got to see what all they make her do. And what all she's willing to do. Okay, and then I started to, I went on TikTok again because I was trying to figure out what to read. And they was like, oh, well, read Christmas books. I had never thought about reading Christmas books in Christmas time. I never. So the first book I read was A Second Chance Christmas. It was really good. It was really cute. I was like, oh, made me feel all warm and lovely inside. But yeah, definitely read this. It's a love romantic book. For Christmas. So I'm like, shoot, I'm gonna read some more. So then I read this next book. It's called So deep in my feelings this Christmas, I love Leighton Grew novelette. Is by the Tasha Marie, and it was good too. Like, it's love, loss, heartbroken. Like, it's really good. But like, these are good Christmas books. And y'all, this book, let me just say, my next book, it took me on a whirlwind. I probably shouldn't have been reading it, but I mean, it's okay. It's called A Billionaire's Christmas Bride, and that's what it is. Yeah. I don't. Do I need to tell y'all more? A man that buys basically his bride. He's bidding time for his bride. Yeah. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have read it. But it was good, spicy. And then what I'm currently reading is The Fourth Wing. So I have, let me see. I have 8 hours and 43 minutes left to read, so I'm probably gonna finish it tomorrow morning. But yes, I love The Fourth Wing. Like, another fantasy book, yes, and I'm in love with it. I was trying to figure out whether I should read the second one, because I do want to read these other books I'm about to show you before December. I mean, it ends. It's 12, and yeah, this book could take me till about tomorrow morning, and then I want to see what else I read. But The Fourth Wing is about basically a girl that nobody thinks can make it. She's competing to be a dragon rider, like somebody that sits on a dragon and fights. She's scrawny, she's small, and her bones is basically has brittle bones. Her bones break, and they break easily. But she has a good heart, and she believes she can do it. And through that strength, she finds strength at the end. Well, I'm not at the end. Strength in the middle, I guess, because I don't know how that book ends. But apparently, people say it ends. I don't know. People are like, "What? That's how it ends?" I'm like, "Is that a good thing, a bad thing, or do they want us to buy the next book?" Because I'm a sucker for buying the next book, because I will do it. I am not afraid. Okay, these are the books that I'm going to be reading. I'll tell you which one is in 2024. The Great Chimera. I got this book in Greece. It's written by a Greek author. I'm going to read this probably in January of the new year. So yeah. This book, Mame. This will be my second to last book, I think, of the year. I'm going to read Mame as soon as I get done with The Fourth Wing. Now, I don't know how fast I'm reading Mame, so this might be my last book, The God of Good Looks. If not, I'm going to read it in January. I have to make... Okay, The Poet X, I'm reading in February. Yes, I'm reading it in February because it's Black History Month, but also because I want to read it in February. Okay. Okay. The Poison Heart. So I'm reading this book February, March, something like that. But I know this fantasy is really good, so read that. Let's see. And then all my other books are what do you call it? Not motivation, but they are, I forgot. Something. Sorry, it's my Bible. I'm trying to switch over to the side. Okay, I'll show y'all what I got. This book I need to read. So this is my 2023 Law and Ethics exam. Of course, so I'm like, after I get approved to take the test, I'll start reading and studying in that book. But I do want to get through Atomic Habits. I think I'm going to start this. I may start this in December. Depends on if I get done with my other self-help books. But yeah, I want to start Atomic Habits. Super Fans, I've been reading. I probably won't finish this till March because it's just trying to get you like to up your fan base on your either social media, just in life. So I'm working on YouTube and TikTok, and Amazon also. Oh, and Pinterest. I got a lot. Yes. So I'll be working on those. I'm also reading this book, Good Vibes. So this one I want to finish by the end of December. That's why I don't know if I want to start Atomic Habits until I finish it. But this is just like little bitty like self motivations. Every day I read them. So I only have a little bit more to go. That's why I'm going to read them. Yeah, I'm going to finish it probably in December. But then just keep it around just to remind myself that I am bad, bitch. Oh, yeah. And to speak of that, I Am a Badass upstairs. I'll probably finish that next year. Yeah, I started it, but I didn't finish it. So, yeah. This is my book review of 2023. Holla at me later.